Hello, everybody. Welcome to your English Understanding Easy program, and we will start right away. Let me share my screen, and today we will talk about articles and nouns. What are articles? Wow, they belong to nouns, and to understand what are articles, even though they talk about noun, I will talk first about nouns. So let's go here and let's play with nouns. So nouns, let's make it as we are used of. Blue, bold, go. Nouns are names of everything, living things, non-living things, places, and things. Wow. Here we have examples. A lion, a stone, a town, an ocean, a chair, a glass, a house, a table, everything. Okay, I will write it just here, everything. So let's make it this way. And Jane is a student in a school. Wow. Here we have Jane is a noun. A student is a noun. And school is a noun. It means we can have multiple nouns in one sentence. Now, we have many types of nouns. So this is very important. And let's make it bold. Common nouns, a boy. Proper nouns, Mark. So there we go. Common nouns, and again, I will give it different color. So let's have it orange. And it is using article. A is article, but that I will talk later. Dog, person, town. But look, fruits doesn't have article. So I will leave it as it is, and I will go to proper nouns. Proper nouns will be green. So let's go. The names of the dog is shark. So proper nouns are the names of, and I will change it, of real individuals. Okay, that's nice, but here we have the dog is Sharik. That doesn't sound right. So we will delete it, as I copied this from textbook of another world country, and let's talk about it, how it works. The name of the person is John. So John is proper noun. The name of the town is Bangkok. That is proper noun. The name of the fruit is an apple. That is not exactly as it's supposed to be, and we'll change it. The name of the apple Tree is, for example, Macintosh. And that is a real name of the apple, which is true. So let's say common nouns orange represents a person, a place, or a thing in general, a simple word. Common nouns begin with a capital letter only when they start a sentence. So, common nouns begin with a capital letter only when they start a sentence. This is the most important part. So let's make it visible, or are part of a title. What is title we'll talk about later. So we have a boy, a city, a park, a chair, mom. Okay, I will delete mom because that is not exactly what should be at the beginning as an example. Proper noun, which is in green colors. Proper nouns represent a real name of a person. So, this one represents a person, a place, or a thing in general. A simple word. So I will underline it. Oh, sorry, not that way, this way. While proper noun represents a real name of a person, a place, or a thing. So let's underline it as well. And we don't see it very much, so let's make it properly seen. And this one is not seen either. Okay, now I'm happy. They always begin with a capital letter. Okay. They always begin with a capital letter. That is very important. So we have John, Paris, Garden Park, Jane. Common nouns are general names. Proper nouns are real names. Now, this we had already covered, so we can delete this part so we don't talk about it again. Then we have the city of Pattaya is in Thailand. Pattaya is in Thailand. I drive a car, I drive Honda. So this is the distinguish between the city of Pattaya. So the city is common. Pattaya is proper noun. Okay. So we have, and Thailand is also proper noun. Now we have another sentence. Pattaya is in Thailand. So we have only proper nouns. I drive a car. I drive a Honda. Honda is the name of the kind of car I drive. Now, I can say even, let's say, Honda Civic. And I have two capital letters because that's a full name of the car. If you name your car, let's say Jeff or Randall or anything else, that's up to you. But this is real name of the company that made my car. So if I say I drive Ferrari, then I imagine a very sports car. If I talk about Honda Civic, it's a small car. If I say Honda Odyssey, it is a minivan. But if I say I drive a car, so it can be anything that has four wheels, engine, and looks like a car. It can be slow car, it can be sports car, it can be what we call, for example, desert bug, which is not a car for the road. Now, we have singular nouns, and they uses an article for one thing. A car, an animal, a tree, an orange. Plural nouns do not use articles. This is very important. How do we recognize plurals? It's by the S at the end of the noun. Cars, animals, trees, oranges. Plural nouns talk about two or more things in one category. Cars, animals, trees, oranges. To create plural nouns, we remove an article and we add s or es at the end of the noun. A car, but cars. So I will put plural as bold, and this how we will distinguish the singular from plural. So I will make this all purple, and plurals I will make bold. Cars, animals, trees, oranges. Plurals do not have an article. This is very important. There are many irregular plurals which changes some of the spelling of the noun. And like I mentioned it when I was explaining in alphabet, it is very important to understand vowels and consonant because it will affect your spelling. And here are perfect example. For example, a woman, women. So we say a person, but people is plural. Woman, women is plural. Oops, and purple. Thank you. A food, but feet is plural. Oops. Feet, purple, bold, and many more. As we will progress in learning, you will learn them. Now, then there are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So these guys, I will have to color in what color? Let me pick one and I will take brown. Countable nouns, 3 cars. Countable nouns have both a singular and plural form. Important. They talk to people or things that you can count. So, people or things you can count. Some eggs. Can you count them? Yes. Many cars, 3 people, 5 students, 9 apples. Then there are, I will bring it up a little bit, uncountable nouns. And those uncountable nouns I will make also brown. Uncountable nouns do not have a plural form, which is very important. So let's make it bold, as this is very important. They talk about things that you usually cannot count. Things that usually cannot count. Okay, I changed it a little bit, and I will change it this way. Things that cannot be, that, or you cannot be usually count. Some milk, and now we have some over here and we have some over here, but we have milk, so liquid. Advice, paper, pizza, homework, air. So let's say rice, sand, and more. So there is a huge exception, and watch for that one. I will make it in red color, and the purpose is very simple. I have $5 in my wallet. I can count the money. I can say I have 5 coins, right? So why don't I use coins in my wallet? That, can I count them? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I have money in my wallet. What is money? Is it 5 coins? Is it 5 bills? Or is it 100 coins? We don't know, because we talk about money, and money is uncountable. So much about nouns. I hope you learn to understand that nouns are not just names, but they are much more than we can say. Now we have possessive nouns and compound nouns. I will take the possessive nouns away, as we will learn about apostrophe, and I will use only compound nouns. Compound nouns, I will make it bold by itself, and that is, for example, toothbrush. So, homework. Compound nouns is formed by combining 2 or more words, usually nouns, usually. Here are example: note plus book, notebook; home plus work, homework; tooth plus brush, toothbrush. It's usually, like I said, usually 2 nouns, but it can be combination of 2 different words when it comes to grammar. So I will just make the compound noun bold, as it says at the top, and that is everything about nouns. But nouns, we have to distinguish them from verbs. Why do we have to do that? Well, it's very simple. We have I like swimming as a sport, and swimming is now, if I say I like swimming, I like running, I like uh, writing, these are nouns. But I am reading, reading is verb. I am running, running is a verb. So we have to use something called articles. And articles, let's start again from the beginning. And what I will do, I will explain it in one simple video. So articles are described very simply. This way. Articles, almost every noun must have an article. This is very important, but it says almost, okay, not every, and we will get to it. There are three articles: the, which is definite article, and a, oops, sorry, and I will do all three of them, and I will change or. Okay. Indefinite articles. Every article is at front of the noun or an adjective with the noun. And you can see I'm using the article the or an adjective, and cannot be, okay. Every article is in front of the nouns or adjectives or an adjective with the noun. The only nouns not using articles are names and plurals. Okay, so this is very important, and we'll make it bold. When do we use articles? So I will make it a little bit bigger. Let's say 14, so it stays more visible. Actually, we can use it colorful. A car, we use a in at front of nouns that starts with a consonant. Wow, that is very important. We use a at front of noun that starts with consonant. Do you remember what was consonant? I think consonant was green, right? So let's make it green. But this is blue. So let's make it green, and that's it. And orange, we use N at front of nouns that starts with a vowel. And that was, I believe, purple or orange. Let's say, I think it was orange. Anyway, what am I going to do? We use A with a vowel. And we use A with a consonant. Do you remember what is consonant? I told you these things, they look innocent, easy to forget. I don't need to know it as long as I know A, B, C, D. Well, it's not true. Now we have the car, the orange. And here we go. We use the at front of a specific person or specific place or a specific thing, or when the noun is mentioned in previous or in the following sentences. We use the at front of a first adjective describing its noun. So, oops, that's what I didn't want. And I want to make it purple. Now, again, let's make it bold. We use the at front of a specific person, a specific noun. Okay, a specific noun. When it's mentioned or said or written in previous or in the following sentences. We use the at front of a first adjective. At front of a first adjective describing its noun. Now, what is adjective? Well, you will learn that in another video, another chapter. Examples: an orange, but a sweet orange. So I will make an a orange. I will divide it by semicolon, or not colon, semicolon, or well, maybe it will be better just dash. Or we have a car, but an old car. A pen, but a new pen. Wow, why do we have double A? It's very simple. Old starts with vowel, must be N. Orange starts with O, must be N, but sweet starts with consonant, so it's A. Here we have a pen, which starts with consonant, and a new pen. N, new, N, is also consonant. Therefore, we use article A. Now, to your reminder, consonants are B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. 21 letters, while vowels are only 5, and they are A, E, I, O, U. Then, here is a little bit talking about indefinite articles are not used with plural nouns. We read that already. Definite articles is used with every specific countable, uncountable, singular, or plural nouns. So this one I will underline and make it bold. Indefinite article. I will only make it bold. Do not use an indefinite article in front of any of plural nouns. That is very important. Okay, I make it bold and red to make sure you don't do it. I don't know why there is an A in brackets, but it's easier without it. Plurals. There are parked 5 cars. Why there is an A? I don't know. There are parked 5 cars. So we have plural 5 cars. It's number 5 and S at the end of the noun. We have, what is that? Many sweet oranges in the basket. Again, many sweet oranges. And again, there is S at the end, which means plural, and there is no article. Now I know what did it mean. We have no article, many sweet oranges. That what was the NA. I think that would be confusing, so it's better to not have there anything. Definite article, the 5 cars are parked. So, definite article, the. Let's underline it. And actually, I think I can underline everything. Yes, I will underline everything. As a really interesting, oops, hello, thank you. The 5 cars are parked. There are parked 5 cars. The 5 cars are parked. Pretty much the same thing. The sweet oranges are in the basket. We have many sweet oranges in the basket. The sweet oranges, now we are not saying many, are in the basket. We can even delete many. We have sweet oranges S at the end of the noun. That means it's plural, and there is no article, not here, nowhere. And here is again, do not use an article in front of any of these. Sports, academic subject, colors, meals, proper nouns, which are real names of everything, names. So, for example, this should be different. And these are, I will make sure, let me underline it, or no, we'll not do it that way. We'll do it this way. I will mark it as proper nouns, which are real names of everything, names. So over here, I will clear this part. I met Joanne at the mall. And it stays with small letter, the mall. My cousin lives in Argentina. My cousin lives in Argentina. So Argentina is actually name of everything. That means everything in Argentina, whether it's trees, grass, cars, or people or animals, it's part of Argentina. I met Joanne at the mall. It's not a mistake to have mall, small letter or capital letter. I met Joanne at the mall. Which mall? Doesn't really matter. I'm learning Chinese. Chinese is a language of how many people? A lot, right? Even if it would be 1,000, it still stays as a names of everything names. But use the, and that is interesting because it's incomplete. And I will make it bold for you so it's easier to understand. With countries that have of in their name, that have of in their names. So the United States of America, the countries formed by islands, the Maldives, the Canary Islands. The name of the country includes an institution. And we have that. Okay, I will have to somehow bring it a little bit up so it's not isolated. Okay, I will bring this one up. Yes. And we have the Russian Federation, the Russian Federation, the United Kingdom. The institution is Kingdom Federation. All right. This is all about articles. A, N, and the. You have to learn it, how to use it. And it's very simply explained over here. More complicated usage will be explained later as we will progress in learning further grammar of this English subject. I know people or children, they may not like it, call it complicated, but in fact, it has pattern. And once you read it twice or three times, the pattern stays in there and you cannot make mistakes. It's so simple. Have a good day and see you next time, everybody.